Alright, so I've never really done this before, but I have pre-recorded footage. It is extremely slow compared to normal footage, and that is because I was watching streams while I was recording this, because this took over an hour and 30 minutes, and I cut it down to 12 minutes, but I'm just gonna go over where all the orbs are placed and stuff like that, and we're starting off with 3 orbs, mainly because I collected 2, and that was wait. I need to show where these are located. So the all these orbs are pretty straightforward. For the water one that I just got, I try and line myself up with a little bit of the island, and then I go to the left of it. So after doing some editing, I realized I picked up the West World orb, and I don't think it had an effect, but I thought I'd throw that in there because I shouldn't have picked that one up if I wanted to do only Westworld orbs, because this one was technically a Westworld orb. So just thought I'd throw that in there. And Solar was amazing and gave me pretty much like the areas where orbs should spawn, and I'll provide a map and everything like that. And then for this one, if you go down to the ridge of the water or the lake and you dig straight across, you can find it. And then we have the jungle one. So, actually, before that, I wanted to show off the multi-dragon spawn again because, of course, you have to get some dragon action in and kill some dragons. And there was 4 that spawned this time. And then for the jungle orb, you just follow the temple and then easy peasy, grab that orb. And then we're up to 6. And then we're going to go to, which one is this one? Oh, this one, you follow the wall all the way across and then you go up in a diagonal. You can pick up the orb really easy. And then we're going for the hardest one, the altar orb. Of course, this one you gotta jump through some hoops, and then we Neomon by to the temple orb. So after we grab the temple orb, we're going to hop down in the temple, and with this one, it's kind of a feel. I've collected these like 3 times now, and I'm pretty good at lining myself up. Dig straight down, and then bada bing, bada boom, there is an orb. Grab this orb, and then which orb are we going for now? Oh, the very, very bottom one. So this one, I kind of didn't line myself up right. It's about a temple's width to the left of the other orb, and then we're going for the cursed rock orb. So this one should be about an orb room with in the cursed rock, and you dig straight up. I was just checking to make sure I didn't go too far to the right and miss it, but when I tried picking this one up, we were at 11 and I couldn't pick it up. I picked up the hell orbs before, and I believe I'm starting in the west world, so I don't know if that has anything to play with it, but we should have been able to pick up that orb, which was super strange for me, and I didn't know why. And so I went on an adventure. I went into West World, and then I went to pick up the orb in there. Same thing, can't pick it up obviously because it's in West World. And then I was like, okay, what about hell? So we went down to hell, and we found the orb tower again. And same thing, can't pick them up. I think I try about 4 or 5 of these, but either way, can't pick them up. And I'm like, okay, well, so I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe you do. Maybe there's something to it. Maybe I'm just reading into it. But that's pretty much the path that I took. And I'll also throw up a map, like showing my path a little bit better, because obviously I'm just watching the playback right now and I don't even know if this is gonna sync up. And then something I did notice is that the work is always in parallel worlds. So I went there, and after lagging through the lava and everything like that, Christ help me. We go in here, and then we obviously have the giant money symbol, and then we pretty much are like, okay, well, I don't know what to do in there, so I left. And then we go into our main world. So in our main world, it only spawned three. I don't know why. I don't know if I triggered it wrong or something like that, but there's only three dragons. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with how dragon spawns in parallel, or sorry, in New Game Plus or in Nightmare mode, but yeah, it's strange. And then we go straight down into hell, and then we pick up the orbs. So I pick up the orbs bottom up. I had originally picked them up top down, and I was able to pick up more orbs than I was supposed to. So I don't know if I'm picking them up weird, but that's where we started in like the beginning. I had picked up one Hell Orb Tower in Westworld, and then I went straight to the ice biome and picked up that one. I don't think I actually show where the ice biome is in my recording, but I have it linked in the map and whatnot. But yeah, I tried to pick up all of these orbs, nothing, and then how many did I try? Christ. I think one more. Yeah, and then after this one, it is the main world orb. Oh no, I lied. One more. Two more? Christ. Okay, I really wanted to test it apparently. At some point, we get to the top of the orb tower, and I'm spamming E on all of these. You can't hear my keyboard because this is a pre-recording, but like I am spamming E, and yeah, this is the main world orb. Then we pick that up, and for a second I was a little tired. I was like, wait a second, what is going on? We can't pick them up. And I went down just to make sure that I couldn't pick up the orbs after I picked up the main one. Oh, we do show the ice biome. So it is located right here, and it's pretty easy to find. And then we pick that up. And then I think I cut it here. Yeah. So those are all the orb placements, and I go around and I collect them in the main world and in the east world. So I didn't want to show that off, but I did want to show off this neat little bore like drill that I made, which was super satisfying to use. And then I pick up this orb. We go back to the main world, and then we go summon the boss. So when I summoned the boss, it was strange. Well, first of all, we picked up true knowledge now, so I guess we picked up the orbs in the right way, because true knowledge is the 13 orb pickup for Sampo? Christ, I'll never know the name. But the boss just lost all its limbs and is spawning just a bunch of skulls. And I was like, what the heck is going on? Okay, whatever. And then I finally found the green altar that I wanted to show off for a bajillion years. And luckily enough, I had the work on me. So I tried using it here. I even throw it on the ground. I'm like, okay, get on the ground. Maybe it'll work here. Nope, doesn't work. We even had a skull, and I brought it in, and then it stopped letting me grab it. So I was like, oh, that's strange. What's going on? And like, I wonder if I did it wrong and I didn't light the flames first, and it would have done the thing in the trailer where it makes the earthquake. I kept hitting E, seeing if it would work. I kept trying to pick up the skull, but I can't interact with it anymore. And then, of course, the boss is coming for us, and I was like, okay, whatever. And part of my mentality was like, oh, let's just wait for the boss to eat the altar. And I was like, wait, that's dumb. So I went around and I lit up the torches and everything. And I think I give it one last try on the skull to like get it to do its thing, but it doesn't do anything. So unfortunate. And I thought the worm had put out the torch, but it didn't. You can see a little bit of flicker of green. So after that, I was like, okay, whatever. I give up. Green altar. It's here. Maybe someone will find out the secret to it, or maybe it's just a neat aesthetic. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna carry the worm crystal to the altar, and we're gonna turn in the Sampo there, or true knowledge, whatever you want to call it. And so I let them eat it a bit, and I'm like, oh, turn it in. And it looked a little strange, but I think it acted the way it's supposed to. And then we see the boss. I thought it was confetti. You can see the skulls for a flash of a second, so it's just like the boss doesn't know what to do up at that level. And then I also wanted to show off the worm crystal. So not a lot of people understand the worm crystal. It kind of like repels the worms. I have 3 attract worms, and they're like having a difficult time trying to touch the crystal. But like, yeah, that's what it does. It creates a little aura so that the worms can't come to it. And then like sometimes they get enough momentum and then they eat through it. But yeah, it's there's just so much to talk about, but I wanted to get my my seed out there, and a map of the world. So this is in New Game +3. If you want to find all this stuff, it's in New Game +3 on this seed, and it's all mapped out. If you wanted to find it in a non set seed, then you can just use the map Solar and I made, and it'll help you out a lot because it'll narrow down locations on where the orbs can be. So yeah, if there's any questions or if I didn't answer anything, by all means yell at me, and I'll see if I can get the answers for you. But until then, have a wonderful evening, noon, and night. Goodbye.